I just don't know which one to pick. It's really hard. It's really hard to pick between things like Rize and Toggl, which are two amazing time tracking applications. For context, I started using Toggl in 2019 when I was in college, and I found Rize when they reached out to me to be an affiliate opportunity. One of my first ones on YouTube, actually, and they're both really good for different things. So first of all, with Rize and Toggl, their pricing is pretty solid. From a team perspective, you're going to have more options with Toggl, just ahead, just more of a team application, and integrates with more API connections. I personally use it to track billable hours for clients, and it costs $9 per month per user. And then when it comes to Rize, it's more of a downloaded on your desktop sort of thing that has a pricing plan of $0 for like 1 day retained. There is $9 for annual billing per month, $10 really. And then there's monthly billing as well. And basically the free plan just only really has like 1 day of data, and it's very limited. Toggl, for the most part on the free plan, is pretty decent. You get unlimited time tracking, projects, clients, and tags. The only thing is you can't really work with teams, and you don't get things like tasks, and you can't view track time in your calendar. Now, what I really like about Toggl is the fact that they actually have the option to use a Chrome extension and a desktop app, as well as use the actual website itself. Like for example, in here, you can just start a timer. You can look at reports, insights, all this kind of stuff in the application. And you can also just do it on your desktop, where you just do things like test example, press start. It quickly allows me to add a project, make it billable, add tags, and clients are connected to projects. Then I could hit done right here, and it will quickly populate in here. I could change it. I could obviously change it here. I could delete it. Expand all days, collapse all days. So if I collapse all days there, expand all days there, it has a timeline view, which is pretty nice. And overall, it's quick and easy to access. The mobile app on this one is really good as well. Just to hedge, there is no mobile app on the Rize application. You also have a Pomodoro app when you're on mobile as well with Toggl. And then if you want to, you can go to preferences and turn on the Pomodoro timer. So when you start time tracking, Pomodoro is launched, will remind you to take a break at the end of an interval. So that's really nice to couple with tracking your time at work as well. A cool integration about this is, as you can see, I can connect it to my Google Calendar, as I already have. So if I go to the timer section, this view is a list view, but if I look at the weekly view, I have the option to connect to Google Calendar here. Let's say I connect it, allow, and go back here. You can see that it connects my Rize Productive Calendar, and then I can tick on whether I want to show them or not. And I could obviously easily just time track what I've done in certain blocks, or can take this guy and copy it as a time entry. And it allows me to just press this and view in Google Calendar, or start a time entry like this as well. So this is a more robust application for mobile, desktop, different options, collaboration, and Rize is technical. Rize is technical in the sense that you have this cool timeline view, and you can resume tracking basically to where this is got the option of starting focus, starting meetings, starting breaks, pausing tracking in this homepage. But over here, this literally tracks your data. So if I go into last year when I first started using the app more intensively, you can see that it shows how much time I was spending on different things. Now it thinks I was doing a lot of time on entertainment because it was on YouTube a lot. A lot of that was in YouTube Studio and staring at it in the background. It says how much time I spent on Notion, YouTube. I was in Premiere Pro, Explorer, Brave, all these different things. And you can take this and you can categorize it as different things. So say it wasn't entertainment. I could change this to productivity if I really wanted to, if I was actually uploading videos only. And then you'll see it breaks things down into different sections. So it's like, how much time were you spending on Monday? In focus, meetings, breaks, and other. Then if you go into a specific day, it shows the timeline of that day and how exactly you were spending your time in these blocks. How much deep work did you get done? How much percentage of the day did you actually work? And granted, this was only used on my desktop app. So it's like, okay, this is a little confusing. Like, how does that work with, like, is it just like recording background stuff? You can pause the tracking, and I did often when I was in my day job, and I didn't have it installed on my work computer. But for somebody who works exclusively on a computer with Rize on it, it can be really good to see how focused you actually are and whether you're jumping between different tasks or not. If you implement tweaks as to the filtering of what is entertainment, what is design, all those different types of things, it can fully automate your time tracking for you. And I think that is a vital thing to do when it comes to making sure that you're staying on tasks, figuring out how much time you're spending working, how much time you're spending distracted on different applications, rather than you having to manually track those things with Toggl. So this is more a personal productivity option, and Toggl is more of a time tracking for like billable hour reasons, as well as general gauge of things too. I mean, I haven't found any better automated time tracking solution. You can tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. And I haven't found a better manual time tracking solution than Toggl. I also haven't found tips like this anywhere else on YouTube on how to improve your productivity even more.